Hello everyone and welcome back to It's Funny to Tears. Today I want to talk about something that I'm pretty sure has happened to almost every single one of us at some point. The forgotten wallet. You know that heart-stopping, ice-in-your-veins moment when you reach for your wallet to pay and it's not there. Your hand just keeps patting your pocket or digging through your bag, finding nothing but lint and old receipts. It's a universal feeling of panic, a mini tragedy that often turns into a comedy of errors. I had one of these classic moments just last week. I was at the grocery store feeling like a responsible adult. I had my list. I navigated the aisles with precision. I even resisted the siren call of the snack aisle. I get to the checkout, my cart overflowing with healthy choices I'll probably let wilt in my fridge. The cashier scans everything, announces the total, and I smile, reaching for my back pocket. Nothing. I check my other pocket. Still nothing. My smile starts to twitch. I tell the cashier, just one moment, and begin the frantic bag search. I'm pulling out my keys, my phone, a half-eaten granola bar, but no wallet. The line behind me is growing. I can feel their eyes on me. The person behind me has one single carton of milk and is staring at me with the kind of laser focus that could curdle it. At that moment, your brain goes into overdrive, replaying your entire day. Where did I see it last? Was it on the kitchen counter? Did it fall out in the car? Did I leave it at home when I swore I wouldn't? You start bargaining with the universe. Please, just let it be in the car. I'll be a better person, I promise. I had to do the walk of shame, telling the cashier I had to abandon my mountain of groceries. I ran out to my car, heart pounding, and there it was, sitting innocently on the passenger seat mocking me. The relief was incredible. But then came the embarrassment of walking back in to pay for my now slightly less fresh produce. It's funny how different situations can make this so much worse. Forgetting your wallet at the grocery store is one thing. But what about on a first date? Picture this. You've had a great evening. The conversation was flowing. You're feeling a connection. And the bill arrives. You confidently say, "I've got this." And then, the dreaded pat-down begins. The smooth, suave persona you've been building all night just crumbles into a puddle of awkwardness. You have to look your date in the eye and say those dreaded words. I think I forgot my wallet. There is no recovery from that. You can offer to wash dishes, but let's be real, most restaurants don't do that anymore. You just have to hope your date is understanding and not secretly thinking you're the cheapest person on the planet. And let's not forget the travel scenarios. Forgetting your wallet before a flight is next-level panic. You're at the airport, you need your ID to get through security, and it's nowhere to be found. Your flight is boarding in 45 minutes, and your house is an hour away in traffic. That's when you really start questioning all your life choices. You see your vacation flashing before your eyes, replaced by a vision of you sitting on the airport floor, crying into a ridiculously overpriced pretzel that you can't even pay for. My friend Mark has the ultimate forgotten wallet story. He was on a road trip hundreds of miles from home. He stopped for gas in a tiny, one-street town in the middle of nowhere. He filled up his tank, went inside to pay, and realized his wallet was gone. He searched his entire car, retraced his steps, nothing. His phone was also dead. He was completely stranded. He had to go to the town's only diner and explain his situation. The owner, a kind old lady named Brenda, looked him up and down, probably trying to figure out if he was a scammer. But she took pity on him. She gave him a meal, let him use the diner's phone to call a friend for help, and even paid for his gas. Mark said it was the most humbling and terrifying experience of his life. He ended up sending Brenda a huge thank you card with more than enough money to cover everything. It just goes to show, sometimes a moment of pure panic can lead to an unexpected moment of human kindness. But what about the opposite scenario? Not forgetting your wallet, but finding one. Have you ever found a lost wallet? It feels like you've been given a sacred quest. You open it up, not to be nosy, but to look for an ID, a clue to its owner's identity. You see their driver's license photo, a picture of their kids, a few crumpled dollar bills. Suddenly, this stranger feels real. You feel this immense responsibility to return it. It's a true test of character. Do you take the cash? Or do you go the extra mile to track down the owner? I found a wallet once in a park. It had about $50 in it and a driver's license. I found the person on social media and sent them a message. The relief in their response was palpable. We met up, and they were so incredibly grateful. They tried to give me the cash as a reward, but I couldn't take it. Just knowing I'd saved someone from that awful, sinking feeling of losing their wallet was reward enough. It felt good to be someone's hero for a day, even if it was just for a small, leather-bound rectangle. Over the years, to avoid this particular brand of chaos, I've developed a system. It's my pre-departure mantra: phone, keys, wallet. I pat my pockets in that specific order every single time I leave a place. It doesn't matter if I'm leaving my house, a restaurant, or a friend's place. It's a little ritual. People look at me funny sometimes, but hey, I haven't forgotten my wallet in months. Maybe I should patent it. The anti-panic pat-down. Of course, technology is trying to save us from ourselves. With things like Apple Pay and Google Wallet on our phones, the physical wallet is becoming less essential. You can pay for almost anything with a tap of your phone. But what happens when your phone dies? Then you're right back in the same boat, just a more modern, technologically advanced version of stranded. Instead of patting for a wallet, you're staring at a black screen of despair. It seems we can't escape this fate entirely. It's one of those shared human experiences that connects us all. From the student trying to buy a coffee before class to the business person trying to pay for a client lunch, the forgotten wallet is the great equalizer. It humbles us, it stresses us out, but it almost always gives us a story to tell later. A story that, with a little time, becomes less of a tragedy and more of a hilarious anecdote. So next time you find yourself in that situation, take a deep breath. Remember, you're not alone, and it will probably make for a great story you can share with us in the comments. I'd love to hear your own forgotten wallet horror stories. What's the worst place you've ever realized you didn't have it? Did a kind stranger help you out? Let me know down in the comments below. Let's all share in the collective, comical pain. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today on It's Funny to Tears. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane of minor financial panics, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Stay safe, remember your wallets, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.